Today we're going to have a look at how to bring data into AutoCAD. First of all, we need to make sure that we have exported off your handheld or total station using one of the two FRT files for the PenZs. It can either be a CSV file or a TXT. Once you have those exported off onto your SD card, you can then come into AutoCAD. In AutoCAD, we have created ourselves an absolute surveying ribbon. In here, we have a variety of different AutoCAD functions that we think you might need to use, as well as a panel for the absolute surveying functions that we have as LISP routines that we put in a tab on the ribbon. The one that we need to use is this one here called Ascii Import. So this is an updated version of the DW import. We had it rewritten for .NET so we could get greater flexibility. In here, alphanumeric point numbers will work. All you need to have is to make sure you've got a TXT or a CSV. In this particular case, it's going to be a TXT. So we're going to double click on the reservoir AB TXT, and this little form pops up over here. So in this form, we want to change it to 2 decimal places. We want it to be flattened, all right, so that it's 2D. If we double click in the space over here, we can actually view what we're bringing in, so that you can see that you have alphanumeric point numbers, you've got your eastings and northings, you'll have a point on 0 that's at 1, 1. You'll see all your eastings and northings, and you'll see your descriptions for all your codes and when they're strung as well. This layer here is a layer you can use to allocate for unallocated descriptions, and they're going to be on separate layers. You can change it to a PenZ or different other variety of CSV TXTs, but majority of the time we use PenZ. So if you double click again, that will close down. The code list was on the left. If we hit the place text, that will then be added into the drawing as so. Obviously with this little point down here that we saw that was at 0, we can then delete that and zoom extents. And as you'll see, everything has come in, it's strung, and it's got different colors. So what's happened on our import is we actually have it all separated out into different items with point numbers, as in existing surface underscore point numbers. We have existing surface underscore ELEV for elevation. We actually have underscore sim as well for the symbol, so you can turn and freeze and remove items not required. And the description is not shown, but is still strung on import. If you had the space dash and you had a description showing, that would show up underneath, not the code. In this particular case, this function didn't require the code coming in, as if you pick on the data in the drawing, it will already be on the correct layer for you. A nice simple way of importing data and knowing what you get once you've imported it.